so trying a different frame rate, but I feel like it sucks. Also, I don't know why it's low frame rate. I don't get it. I'm gonna restart. BRB. Now it's 30 frames per second, and technically it should have better lighting, but I don't know. I don't know if it really makes a difference. Some other guy said it, but yeah, but now it's 30 FPS, and I could go 60 FPS also. Decisions, and we're kind of early for sunrise, and there was some weird noise outside. And somebody played loud music also, but like some binaural, like relaxing music. It's kind of weird, kind of creepy. And yeah, I don't know how fucking long it's gonna take if the sun really comes. Might actually take a while. It's slowly getting bright though. And I brought snacks. And it's so warm still. Somehow this night, no wind. It's not cooling down. Kind of sucks. The other nights it would cool down, but not today. And man, I looked more up about diabetes and that whole crap. So annoying. Gonna become a doctor almost. But yeah, I think the quality or whatever, it's the same, although I can't really see on this screen or the low light situation stuff. And I might change it back to 60 also. But I guess we could give it a try. Especially when we just sit down. And before I set it to like adaptive bitrate between 15 and 60. But why does it not go max when it can, you know? I don't get it. Why would it go lower? Why would it go 15? Some sus guy bicycling around. Can't stop the doom scrolling. Yeah, I almost wanted to go live earlier, but I didn't. I probably should have started installing the game, dude. But I didn't. so sus. I wonder if I felt sus to him also. And I also wonder if somebody's gonna break in now while I'm out. Kinda worried, not gonna lie. There's like weird noises outside already. And the light turned like on, but then when I went outside the light didn't turn on. Almost tempted to go back and look. And he looked like that guy that I know also, but he's kind of shady too. Oh no, he's back again. Or is that another bicycle? Same light though. Weird. Be a really epic sunset, but maybe not also. Oh fuck, I stopped looking at him and now he's gone. What if he's watching the stream? Man, no, I don't know if I should switch the frame rate or not. I don't know. Where's that red light coming from? From there. Oh no, I think there's somebody sleeping right there. What the fuck? What is this place becoming to? Random people sleeping on the floor. That's not right. Jesus. Especially in my spot. Looks scary also. But yeah, there is definitely somebody sleeping. I mean, it could be a bag also. But I doubt it. Fuck, now we have to get to the more mosquito infested area. Bro, already last time somebody was illegally camping and now this. At this point I almost want the authorities to come, not gonna lie. Especially that spot is like the worst spot, dude. I almost should like waking up and ask. Just to make sure he's alive. You know, if he would at least be screaming himself, then it would be okay. But yeah, that guy combined with the other bicycle. Not good vibes, not good vibes. Here's somebody left his bottle. Jesus. It is a really nice warm night though to sleep outside. but on the fucking hard floor. But he had like 2 carpets or whatever you want to call it. Man, I don't know. Not good vibes. Kind of want to go back home again just to check if everything's safe. Silent Hill vibes, yeah, kinda. Gonna put on my hoodie because of the mosquitoes. I feel like I should be kind of rude and go like, man, what the fuck are you doing here? Wake the fuck up. Leave. Or I could just sit next to him also. And talk to the stream. Water on them and then run. Jesus Christ, dude. I mean, they must know it's illegal, or maybe they don't know, but fucking. Although I think without a tent it might actually not be illegal. I think they're moving. They heard my voice and stuff. Yo, what's up? There was a guy sleeping on the floor, dude, on our main spot. Ultra sucks. The fuck? Is that even allowed? And today we tried 30 FPS. Some guy said it would be better, but I don't know. Honestly, don't know. Kind of doubt it. Yeah, it might be good sunrise, but might be not. Also, the clouds might be like too deep. It's kind of hard to say. Somebody made a heart. So it was not visible, I guess. A heart. Disgusting. I would sit on these wood logs over there, but I'm sure that's where the ticks are hiding. Finest aged microplastic water, a bag of chips. And yeah, I might change the frame right now. I don't know. What do you think? Does it look like somehow better? Like the light exposure or whatever? That's the other problem. Like I can increase the exposure or decrease it, and that has such a huge effect also. But it usually looks better with decreased exposure. Yeah, it's kind of tough though. It's like it's not that easy to do these streams, in the sense like you need the timing and whatnot. It has to fit the schedule and whatnot. And yeah, today there's clouds and stuff. Sometimes if there's like no clouds, it's kind of useless. By the way, I learned about the blood sugar test. Like, it can give false values when you have different hemoglobin. And there's like 5 types of different hemoglobin, which is like blood stuff. And yeah, they obviously also can make mistakes. And also if you have like anemia, which is like little blood or like less blood than normal, it can also show wrong. What else? There was something else. And yeah, anemia you can have from different stuff also. And also if you have like cancer or like tumors. And I have like a tumor-like thing on my elbow, kind of type shit. Yeah, it really sucks. And while I can go into remission, I guess, if I really do have diabetes, then they still say it's not cured, but yeah, living healthy and stuff would mean that I don't need the medication. But yeah. It's hard on the heart, yeah. That's the other thing. Like I had some
chest pain or heart pain or whatever, and then they said, oh, it must be the diabetes, but it can be so many things also. That's the stupid, that's what annoys me, like they have one thing and then they go to the other thing. And it kind of went away also, you know what I mean? And it was like after exercising a lot in the holidays, which is never really good to exercise a lot and then out of nowhere and then stop again. I think there's a heron. But yeah, can't really see him, it's too dark. And he's right there. He just landed also. Kind of crazy. And then some other exposure seems to work better with lower FPS. Oh no, he's leaving again. No, come back. I have crispy chips. And then like this, it looks more bright than it is for me. But it does look good, right? Or is it like pixely a little bit? And yeah, anemia also, like I don't know how to test that, but I feel like that's another thing they should have tested. Like they should test all these things instead of just going like, oh yeah, diabetes. And they did the long-term blood sugar test twice, you know what I mean? In like 1 or 2 weeks, which doesn't even make sense also. You should always wait like 2 or 3 months. Which is what we're doing now, but yeah. And in the meantime, they didn't test for anything else also. And the different kinds of hemoglobin, I don't know how they test that, but they should test that also. Like, if that changes the results, you know what I mean? We should find out what hemoglobin you have. There's like anemia from low iron, but there's other kinds also. I wonder if I should lower the exposure though. Sometimes it looks better. It's darker. Like now I put too much exposure. Like this is low. This would be like zero-ish now. Oh, I hate when you can't find the zero. Now it's 0. Does it look better now than it just looked 30 seconds ago? Is it like sharper? I see. What if I lower even more? Like this. Now it's kind of too dark maybe, but it's sharper, right? Even sharper. No? I kind of think the spot on clouds, they might not go pink. But yeah, we will see. I don't know why I want to trust my doctor and I kind of like her. I have a hard time like 100% trusting her and not being like a little bit careful or whatever. I'm not saying she's conspiring against me or whatever, but I'm just like, I have a hard time to trust. And sometimes for a good reason, but sometimes not also. But people are fucking weird. And they mainly care about themselves. That. And yeah, I mean, at least we can say that I don't have diabetes 1, because otherwise my blood sugar wouldn't have fixed itself, because I can still produce insulin. And yeah, I might go into remission. My pancreas might kind of like heal and stuff. But yeah, what sucks is like some kind of cells can attack your pancreas also, or I don't even know how that exactly works. But yeah, the immune system sickness or like reaction that somehow like attacks your own cells or body or whatnot. Something. Yeah, I should still do them, but I haven't done them now for a week. Like, he allowed me to not do them as much. Like, I should do them like 2 times a week, 4 times per day, and then the next day 1 more time. So 10 times a week. But yeah, I didn't do it now for a while, which sucks. But yeah, I'm gonna do it any moment, dude. But today I also ate some whole wheat bread. I wonder if that's how much influence does that have. And now I'm eating some potato chips also. Evil. But yeah, just not drinking soda and this and that, I feel like it already makes a huge difference. And I ate some cheese, and yeah, I stopped eating peanuts because of that fucking constipation that almost like killed me, dude. And still drinking a lot of water. And yeah, I got some veggies from the food bank or whatever, but yeah, again, they're kind of like half rotting away. And this time I put them in the fridge, but they're still in such a bad shape, and I should like separate them also, which ones are in the worst shape and whatnot. And I kind of wanted to cook, but then I didn't. And it just sucks also, you get a lot of food, from the food bank, but then it's all so close to expire that you should kind of like use it up like right away, which you can't use it all in like 1 day. And I bought some nice meats, but I'm worried about them also because my fucking fridge sucks. Everything's a problem, dude. But at least I'm off now for like, I don't know, more than a week more, where I technically don't have to do anything. Although yesterday I should have wrote a letter and I didn't do it. So I gotta do it like until Monday or whatever. Yeah, I heard a little bit about it, but I don't care about that guy. He's too weird already also. While some of his stuff might make sense, he's just such a weird guy, dude. I just can't. Sometimes I can't resist like watching some short of him, but man, he's so ultra cringe. I mean, it's like some of the wildest theories, which some make sense, but others are like just something that somebody told him, you know what I mean? And then he goes like all in. And yeah, I like some other guys also, which are kind of like on the fringe, which are like, yeah, they eat like raw meat and stuff. And they say the sun is good. But like Brian Johnson says also, only go in the sun before 10 a.m. and after like 4 p.m. or whatever. I don't even know. It's just... But yeah, your skin also can protect yourself better if you have good nutrition and whatnot. And I think almost everybody would be well off to eat some raw liver from a healthy animal every now and then. And I have a hard time not believing that, but yeah, I didn't do it forever also. But stuff like that might even, potentially give me more chances of healing my shit. I feel like, instead of like eating some fucking vegetables. Of course, additional vegetables, why not, But the main thing with the main vitamins is still like animal products that are not cooked to death. Eating a lot of cheese recently, and also like I watched some video about the additives also. They put like fucking additives and everything like this. Some different starches, this and that shit is not good for you also. On one hand, it's also like some kind of sugar, even though you're eating like a fucking cottage cheese. They put this shit in there, and then it's like not good anymore also, and it like absorbs a lot of water and this and that, and yeah, that shit just sucks also. I gotta buy like organic or whatever, which costs more. And sometimes even in there, they have some stuff. And yeah, the maltodextrin or whatever. There's so many like small little additives, this and that, which is probably shit for you also. But it's like a whole science, and yeah, you have to like study and almost being like a fucking doctor or whatever. But I'm glad I'm going to the nutritionist again and asking her. Although I don't know how much she knows also, but I'm sure she knows some stuff. Mrs. Lopez. Her name is Lopez, dude, like Jennifer Lopez. Maybe I should ask her. Are you related to Jennifer Lopez? And yeah, she's kind of like oldish also, but I feel like she liked me in a weird way. Was there a burp? I don't even know. How dare you call the way I speak burping? Just kidding, just kidding. There probably was a burp. But yeah, like I said, sometimes I don't notice it anymore. I untrained myself. I became wild again, where I sometimes will burp out loud in front of people even, and only later realize, maybe that was weird or whatever. Fucking barbarian. I hate also when people use barbarian as an insult. While for me the view changed a lot, where a barbarian is something good. It's like somebody that is free, and same with like civilized. Everybody thinks civilized is good, but I think it's bad. So like a whole mess in my head because of that also. And of course manners can be something good, but only being civilized is not necessarily something good. Or at least you're not superior to somebody that is not civilized, aka living outside of civilization or whatever. Self-reliant with nature, this and that. And yeah, the fucking poking in the finger is probably not the end of the world, you know what I mean? But it's definitely not good for you also. Fucking hell. It's getting brighter indeed. But yeah, I'm pretty sure these bottom clouds, they're not gonna go pink. Fuck you, bottom clouds. And man, I kind of forgot about being worried that somebody breaks in while I'm away, but now it came back. What if, guys? Although I have most of my valuables with me, to be honest. And it's such a mess at home. It's gonna be hard for them to find anything. Ah well. And yeah, these chips I got, these are like this $6-7 chips, which is kind of nice. And I got them kind of for free. Where the hell did my cigarette go? On there? I feel like I got good value. I got like a huge goat cheese and a small one, and the small one I ate already. And they were not even expired yet. Hallelujah, dude. But the carrots that I got, again, they're like fucking rotten on some ends, this and that. But the other vegetables are kind of okay-ish, but also slightly pale. Got some celery also, and some endivia salad, and zucchini, whichever it's called. Oh, that was a good one also. This time I noticed. It's the bubbly water that does it. Well, I constantly hear noises behind me, but I think it's just the water. Ten out of 10, yeah. What else? Yeah, I got like apples and bananas. I ate the bananas already, 2 of them. And I don't feel like my blood sugar is high. I feel like you can feel it in a way also if it's high. Like at least when it's very high, you definitely feel it. That's what I had when I was like drinking like soda a lot and just felt thirsty again and again still. But yeah, I really hope my heart is not damaged from the high blood sugar because it can, like yeah, and that's bad. But the eyes seem good. Everything seems good, you know what I mean? So yeah. But if it's just like anemia or whatever, then the doctor did kind of like the whole wrong thing also, which sucks. But yeah, eating better food and drinking water and whatnot is better. Although I'm also skeptical about drinking water, you know. The people who go for that raw meat diet and this and that, a lot of raw and whatever, they technically have to hydrate less also because there's a lot of water in uncooked meat. I don't know how much water you can absorb from just drinking water, you know what I mean? Feels like it's just running through. It's maybe good for cleaning yourself out or whatever, which I might need because I smoke so many cigarettes also. So I wish I could just stop the cigarette to get that factor out. That factor like really sucks also. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't feel ready. I don't think I can do it. But I should really try. It would help with everything, especially the wallet. But yeah, health kind of worth more than the wallet, right? And then I realized I didn't talk for a while. I'm ultra talkative. Using up the social battery in the stream. Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. And yeah, almost new moon. It was so dark at night. And yeah, some neighbor was listening to like binaural or like relaxing music. It was kind of creepy. I just heard it like a little bit. And then I went outside and was walking around to listen to it. Ultra weird. And it must be so loud in their room. So I don't know what's going on there. But they're like a cute family. I once went there to give them a package that was wrongly delivered. I slept like from like 4 a.m. or something. I slept until like 9:30 a.m. And then when I came back from the food bank, I slept again like 1 hour, and then I was up a little bit, and then I slept again like again like 4 hours or something. So total like 9 hours, I would say, but I slept 3 times. Yeah. And now I'm up since like it's like 7 p.m. or something approximately. I kind of forgot when exactly I woke up again, but approximately 7 p.m. So now I'm up like 9 hours. And I really wanted to watch my series, but they somehow didn't release it in English. In German it's available. It really sucks. But I guess stuff gets released earlier in German because of the daytime. You guys live in the past. Or in the future. Now you live in the past. Yeah. But yeah. Honestly, I saw this streamer again and he said like whenever he has the choice between watching some media or gaming, he 99% chooses the gaming, and I feel like that's what I should do again also. Because gaming is just so much better for you than just sitting there and watching some shit. And many times I game that stupid game on the side, but it's just not the same also. Like some other games that are more engaging. And the game I downloaded is like Atomic Heart. It's kind of like a shooter also. And yeah, shooters are definitely much more engaging. Gun, 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 gun. And yeah, Fortnite's still an option. But today I thought also, if I go there and play Fortnite with you, then you probably have like all these guys that are like fighting for your attention or something. And then I just join in there and I have to compete with these guys. That's how I imagine it. And yeah, I don't know who's gonna suck more, me or you. That's the other thing. But it could still be fun. You play solo and I don't speak. Interesting. But yeah, isn't there any other co-op games, dude? I kind of want to play co-op stuff, but yeah, it seems so hard. Either me and the other person don't find the game, or I don't know, just other stuff. But I guess I could settle for that. But yeah, Among Us, there's a lot of talking or not, I don't know. And while it's sometimes funny to watch people play it or whatever, I don't see the huge appeal of the game, not gonna lie. I feel like it was just some hype. But yeah, potentially worth a try. But Fortnite kind of more appealing than that, not gonna lie. It's all about lying, yeah. I used to be good at lying, but it feels kind of bad. I kind of don't want to do it, but if it's just a game, yeah, whatever, I guess. But then we're probably gonna play with some fucking savages or whatever, with terrible microphones. But yeah, I kind of didn't go out into the internet world for forever and met like new people, like in the Discord or whatever voice chat. It's kind of wild also. I used to do that much more, but it seems like such a long time ago. And yeah, I remember last time, it was just like a short thing or whatever. People were singing karaoke and talking, and then I think we wanted to play some game also, and then one guy was like playing some sounds, you know, like words that I don't want to say right now, and it was like constantly until somebody banned him. And then yeah, it was some account that allegedly nobody knew or whatever, but some guy told me it was like the boyfriend from one of the girls that was like jealous or whatever. Weird. And it wasn't a big deal, but yeah, stuff like that just sucks also. Yeah, you can do it, man. It's really not a big problem. I feel like, or at least for me, I can do it, but just somehow, I don't know, I got turned off from it. I kind of feel like I still want it. Man, that cloud looks like something, no? Like a little bear or something. It's like biting the other cloud. And I played with Talkmania, like Mines of Moria dwarf game. That was kind of fun, but then we had like lag issues and stuff. And it was probably because my computer was too shit. That's the other thing, like the technical issues, dude. That really sucks. And yeah, my mic is shit also, sadly. And sometimes it's just the settings, you know, that you have to fix, but how? Damn, it disappeared. The cloud disappeared. And yeah, over there is like two snakes kissing or whatever, or almost fighting. Maybe dragon. Warlord recently does a lot of IRL streams. It's kind of cool. Seeing the Americas. Listening to his stories and where he grew up. Quality is not the best, but it's good enough. And yeah, many times he hangs out with these 3 guys on that table and they drink like sugary coffees and whatnot and smoke. And sometimes they smoke like terribly handcrafted doobies or whatever that's called. And one guy today was like smoking cigarettes and he like almost died of coughing, but he didn't stop smoking. Real try hard. But I have to say, it's so cool and brave from Warlord. Man. And it also makes me realize that even if my life is shit, this and that, I should still be grateful. Everybody should be grateful for the things that we don't know that we're grateful for. Like also you, Gecko, you should be so thankful like to have a mom, you know what I mean? You think it's like normal, everybody has it all the time, whatever. But yeah, it's still something very, very good and special that you should be thankful for. And I'm not saying you are not, but it's just like one of these examples. And of course I saw that like in a short video. But yeah, it is true. Always be grateful for every little fucking shit. Man, no pinkness. Come on, dude. What is this? Lame ass sunrise. That's what I came here to get burglared from, in my house. And why didn't I start installing the game? Then I could have come home and it might have been done actually. Fuck. I like downloaded one of these repacks. They sometimes take forever to install because it has to like unpack. But you save a little bit of download space. I don't even know why it's worth it, but yeah. Whatever. Let's not go into details. Go pink, you shit cloud. Fuck. Oh no, I should be grateful, right? I'm grateful for the great ones. Ba, 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 ba. I actually think it's seagulls. Although there might have been a raven also. But right now that's seagulls. One time in Sweden there was like a seagull behind a glass fence and it couldn't find the way out for like half an hour, dude. It was just walking along the glass, left and right and left and right. It didn't understand glass, and that's how I know seagulls are ultra dumb. Definitely dinosaur brain. These are the crisp I have to Tyrell. Sea salt and vinegar from England, imported, dude. Fancy. It's kind of crazy, like 150 grams, fucking $6-7. If I would have had to pay for it. Let's check the ingredients. I should have checked first, but yeah, whatever. Seed oils, oh no, they have actually this can check the translation. Dried barley malt vinegar. Oh no, that's another thing. Wait, somehow the English one and the German was like different. What the fuck? But yeah, no, dried barley vinegar powder, although that might be fine. But yeah, all these fucking powders and shit. Yeah. Crisps. Yeah. Did I say crisps? I think I did. I know we call them chips also usually, but because they're English, I call them crisps. Shut up. What are you guys talking about? Oh, it's getting a little bit pink. Yeah, they probably know. It might be that, yeah. They hear the crispiness and stuff. They're like, go attack him, go. No, you go. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. But yeah, they might not understand you. And for them, chips is French fries. And they eat bread with chips inside sometimes. They say it's good, but yeah. I feel like it must be an acquired taste. Yeah, you will probably, and then you're gonna sound like one of them. Bottle of water. In it, bruv, me. But yeah, it's not too bad, honestly. I don't really hate on it, but it would be difficult for me to learn the British English at this point. But did you know that English is like one of the most exact languages also? It has like so many words for everything. While other languages, they have like many words that are like used for different things and you just know in the context. And I feel like having a lot of different words is like superior than having to use the same word for different things. But yeah, depends on the view, I guess. But like that, language makes a huge difference in culture and intelligence and whatnot. said I watched some video about Singapore and how like their leader was totally into like race theory and this and that. And honestly, he's not totally wrong. I personally believe also there's different IQ in different peoples and this and that. But yeah, the guy who like found out about these things or whatever, and I think he even got like a Nobel Prize or whatever later. He said like something about that, and then he was like cancelled for it. And everybody uses the bell curve, you know what I mean? But somehow you're not allowed to use it in connection with like race and intelligence and whatnot. It's so dumb. But yeah, let's not get into it. I didn't even post it on YouTube because I thought it was too wild. I mean on Discord. I didn't post it on Discord. And now I'm speaking about it in the stream. But yeah, at least we should be allowed to talk about stuff, right? I'm probably wrong and an evil racist, of course. Yeah. But just believing that everybody is the same after like 10,000, if not 100,000 years of evolution, it just makes no sense also. Oh look, there's a teddy bear, kinda. Has like a weird mouth though. Yeah, I watched a little bit of that, but not the whole thing. I'm not super interested anymore because I know most of the stuff already, and this fucking gang rape shit, that's like terrible, dude. That's just, it kind of breaks me. Makes me angry also, or it used to make me more angry, but what can you do with anger? Like nothing. It's so depressing, dude. I hate the feeling of feeling powerless. Like I can't stop it, I can't do anything. And it is happening, and yeah, you see a lot of videos like that, and sometimes you see also some guy like talking to kids and whatnot, and you probably should intervene, and it just just fucks me in the head, dude. But yeah, Rupert Lowe, a good guy, but I don't know what's gonna happen. And sadly, yeah, we can never rely on people like that too much. We always have to have our own stuff going on as well. But it's good, it's still good. Oh, that's nice. And then you probably got like a lot of nice foreign food, and they were like super friendly and everything. Nice. I showed you the dance moves. It's funny also, like when feminists are pro-Islam or whatever, I saw like this meme where like a woman was like punching herself in the face. It's kind of funny. Or they're actually hyped about the chicks, probably, because two of them came closer. And they're definitely thinking about it. And these two are the loudest fucks. Yeah, it's nice. But see, the bottom clouds, they're not doing their job. Only the high up clouds behind. At least they. Yeah, they're fucking dying, dude. So hungry. Although maybe they're mating also or something, but I guess not. Shut the fuck up. Now they're flying. When they flew away, I thought it was not about me anymore, but then the one came back and it's still talking and the other ones shut up. But yeah, I unintentionally dropped some. They can have them later. But yeah, there's this co-op game like where you play two guys that are like in prison. Didn't you ever want to play a guy that's in prison and then we break out together from the prison? No? Or like this other co-op game where you just, I don't know, you do like random stuff, like together-ish. It's kind of like a single-player game, but with two-player, and you just follow the story and you do stuff. I played that one with two different girls, dude, and one of them I had to like hide from the other one. Oh my god, that was such a mess. But I love the game and it was fun. The story wasn't that great, but the gameplay kind of fun. But one of them was like super bad at gaming also. It was still fun though. But then they gave up. And then I finished it with the other girl and I told the other woman that I played it with a friend or whatever. And I streamed it, but I muted like their audio and whatnot. Oh my god, it was such a mess. But jealousy, of course, still ensued. You know, I'm sometimes jealous also myself, but it doesn't really suck. But yeah, I don't think that we would have that problem. Yeah. Just saying, like, talking, telling some stories. Prison game, yeah. It's like a specific co-op designed game, and you're like two guys, and it has like a relatively nice story as far as I'm aware. I don't know everything about it, that's why I could still play it. If you Google like prison escape co-op, it should probably come up. And yeah, and you're like playing like one guy, I play the other guy. And one time you see a naked male butt also. Maybe that sells it. And in one scene we have to like climb up like a shaft while we're like back on back. So like you have to make a few steps and I have to make a few steps. And it's more or less all I remember or know about it from some people playing it that I watched. And it's probably cheap at this point, or at least it should sometimes be on sale. And I'm pretty sure my PC can handle it. Yeah, it was kind of well known for a while, yeah. And one guy has like a big nose. And yeah, Pal World, dude. Pal World, it's like Pokemon, but like with guns, and you can like train them to do stuff. You can do base building, this and that. You might like it because it kind of looks like Fortnite, like colory and childish. I would be willing to play that also. I kind of want to play that with my other friend, and I kind of bought it also to play with him, but then he played with somebody else, or I don't remember exactly what happened. And it's the same guy that didn't give me the 4090, or he promised me, or he offered me to give it to me, and then he didn't give me. Kind of pissed. But yeah, he helped me in other stuff also, but a few other times he let me down as well. And I feel like we're friends, but we're still never doing anything. Yeah. Kind of sucks. And did you see all these small clouds? They're moving kind of fast. Yeah, Pokemon with guns. That's pretty much what it is. He even got like sued for being too close to Pokemon, but I think they couldn't do anything about it. And you really, yeah, you catch them also, and you can train them and breed them and this and that, I think. But you can also make them like work for you. And you can also do like base building and stuff. Oh. It's called Pal World. And yeah, now just got released. Before it was always still like beta versions, whatnot. And now it's finally out. But yeah, that's how it works with these games nowadays, right? Anyway, there's always more versions. And I'm sure there's going to be even more versions in the future. But now would be a good time to start, I guess. And yeah, I have a little bit more space on my computer now. I just have to shovel the VODs around to the other hard disk. And I did a little bit of it finally today. It sucks so hard to organize your computer space on the hard disks. But yeah, it is worth it. Who was that? Kind of wanted to mute first, but then I thought, like, yeah. We invented the rating system for something. Oh, look, it looks like a crocodile a little bit. Just a little bit. Now I was sleeping like over there on the other spot where we always sit, where the benches is. Oh, now some people walk by. I think. Or maybe he left us. I mean, I assume it's a man, but I don't know. Maybe it was a beautiful woman. But probably not. Oh, now it's a dragon that's spitting like fire here. And it basically looked like a fucking bag on a towel. But yeah, like it moved. Siehst du im Osten das Morgenrot als Zeichen für Freiheit und Hoffnung? So, I forgot the melody. Ross is coming from behind. Jesus. I don't know. But man, that whole constipation scenario kind of made me worried, but it also made me realize that ever since I stopped drinking coffee, I feel like the poop is more unregular. It almost feels like when should I poop? When do I have to poop? It should come automatically, you know what I mean? But somehow it feels less automatic. But I'm sure it's gonna adjust. But that's another great thing about like when you eat a lot of raw stuff and not as much fiber, then you kind of like have to poop less because the body like absorbs almost everything. But well. But yeah, certainly eating like a ton of fucking peanuts and, like I said, these additives that they put in the cottage cheese. I ate like a lot of cottage cheese. That could also have been bad. Because it like sucks up water from your body. My voice, but I can't see anybody. So come on. And yeah, at this point now, actually, the pink is probably over. Might be time to go home soon, although the golden sun peeking through the clouds could still be nice-ish also. But yeah, at some point I'm also like done getting bored of this shit. Yeah, if you buy like the organic one, I think, which doesn't cost a lot more, but like a little bit, then I think it's not in there. But in the normal one, at least in our places, and the cheap one, it has like stuff in there, and that one it might not even be too bad. They say it's not that bad or whatever, but you also shouldn't consume high amounts of it. And yeah, it's really good, you know, for the food industry because it makes the consistency better, it makes it last longer, this and that. It's cheap, but for the metabolism, it's not great. And it's kind of sad also because you think, oh, cottage cheese, it's good for you. And it technically probably would be, but then they add all that shit. Like I bought the cheap yogurt also, and they put like milk protein powder in there. That's probably fine, I guess, but still, it's like, why can you not just not do it and make it like 20 cents more expensive for you? But yeah. So maybe next time I'm gonna buy the organic one, but it's probably gonna cost me double. Yeah. But even in the organic label, this and that, you have to check still. There's like different rules and whatnot. You put plain chips in yours. That sounds wild. I never tried that. I feel like it could work, but never tried. But what can work is also like you mix it with like tuna and vegetables. I never tried that either, but I'm pretty sure it can work. I tried tuna with like some kind of, we call it like fresh cheese or whatever, cream cheese, I guess. Mixed with that, can be good also. But yeah, and this time I bought the cheap tuna again. Oh, it's gonna be stinky. It's just so weird also, like the more expensive one is like double the price. And it's not that much better, right? But I guess there is like different kinds of tuna fish. That's why it maybe makes sense. There's different species. They all call tuna, but it's not even exactly the same. More money for a special diet. I would have to ask that. I think like it's not possible, but could try to ask. But these fucking social workers or whatever, they always try to not inform you about what you can get, you know. I know some people even now, like after years, they still didn't know that they can get the card for the food bank and that they can get like some money for this and for that. And I didn't know many of these things also for years. And yeah, it feels like they never tell you. You always have to ask or find out from other people that somehow found out somewhere, somehow. It's ultra annoying. Damn, it's crazy how the clouds are racing, and look, there's like a dog or a horse cloud, I don't know. Kind-ish. Plantain chips. I never tried them, but I tried like durian chips. They are also good. But I always heard of the plantain chips from like stuff. Or maybe I tried them a long time ago and I just don't remember when I was in the Caribbean. But yeah, from all these Caribbean channels or whatever. Durian chips, yeah. You know durian, the fruit? The stinky fruit? That is actually kind of okay and it doesn't stink in your mouth. But it has a pretty penetrant smell and you're not allowed to take it in the hotel and this and that sometimes at least. It's like spiky, looks very spiky outside. You've seen people try it online. It's actually not bad. Gives you like a warm and fuzzy feeling inside. And the taste and the consistency is fine. It's like super soft, you know. It's kind of expensive. Durian chips as well. Well, durian chips taste, yeah, almost nothing like the fruit smells, or it's much different. But yeah, these weird exotic fruits, they must have some crazy fucking effects on your body, this and that. It's kind of it certainly feels kind of funny when you eat it. Oh, look, there's a shark. Kind of. No fin. You also see a horse when you think about a horse, yeah. I see a sideways seahorse. And yeah, up there, still kind of like a dog or a horse or something. Crazy how the cloud changed, like in that time we're here. And back there it starts to look like they're on fire. But yeah, I just can't see from here. A lizard. I see a rabbit. It's like over here a little bit. Jeez Louise. Oh, the seagull is getting braver. It's getting closer. Hey, hey, don't even think about it, huh? Oh, it's actually landing. They're actually probably really into the chips. All along. That's what they wanted, man. Now I kind of regret not having the frame rate higher up. Bro, it wants to eat my eyes. Poke out my eyes. No, the goose not. He doesn't even feel shame. These guys don't feel shame at all. But they're still scared. Oh, by the way, I saw a video of like some Muslim woman like in England. She catched a seagull and then she took it like home. Probably to eat. It's kind of funny. Man. I was able to see a lobster. I can see how, yeah, I see kind of like a lobster also. You saw that video also? Well, I mean, it's free food, you know? And like sailors and other people, they ate seagulls also. It's probably not too bad. All the swans are coming. Yeah, it's probably illegal in many places. You're also not allowed to eat the swans, but some people still do it, and who's gonna catch them, you know? And I feel like even if they catch them, which is very unlikely, the fine is probably not even that bad. And I feel like seagulls, you can eat quite a lot of them and they should still be fine. But swans, there are really not many. Or at least not here. In other places there are many, but yeah. Swan you, swan me, swan us together. That's the way it should be. Well, it looks funny how these clouds, a lot of them have like tips from the light on them. But yeah, that one that tried to come closer, it kind of gave up for a while. But soon, though, soon. And there's a magpie behind me. Say you, say me. Hello, is it me you're looking for? I can see yours. Is there somebody sitting on a bench? I think there is now. Freaking heck. Humans. Ah. My arms are open wide. I wonder if the beaver already crossed the path. Bro, I watched Evil Dead Burn yesterday. It's so fucked up. It's like with zombies and Necronomicon and some kind of a dagger. And like the whole family becomes insane and everybody fucking cuts each other up and very gory and fucked up. But it was not bad. But so fucked up. And it's so crazy, like when the evil, it turns everybody, even like the grandma. And then of course you have like chainsaws or chainsaw-like stuff and emotional manipulation. And one of the women kissed like one of the zombies. Ah, disgusting. Yeah. This one was kind of like more hardcore. It felt like there was nothing comedic about it like it is sometimes, but not with this one. But it was good. And in the old Evil Dead, I don't know, I like them also, but yeah, sometimes they were like too, yeah, I don't know, not serious enough, so to speak. But can be good also. But yeah, there's one point that kind of sucks, but yeah, it is what it is. It feels like a slight wokeness, but it's not too bad. No. And yeah, sadly, it wasn't the perfect quality yet. It was like slightly bad quality, but still good enough to watch. So yeah, should have waited, but ah well. GTA 6 or whatever. What do you mean GTA 6 or whatever? Not sure what you're referring to with that. The wokeness? Yeah, they worry that it's gonna be woke, but I kinda don't think so. But it probably still will. But even if it's woke, then you can just kill the woke people in the game, or not? Or you think they're gonna have plot armor, they're gonna be immune? I still never played GTA 5, the full story or whatever. It's crazy. I feel like I missed out on so many games, and partially because I played World of Warcraft all the time, but also because I got like gaming fatigue, aka there's just so many games. Well, that kind of like looks like a person over there here. Kind of reminds me of the zombie movie. It's like a zombie in the sky that's like laying down, and that's like the head here. Here's the head. Or it's like swimming in the sky. You couldn't fly the helicopter, yeah. I don't know if it's hard or not, but yeah, I can see how sometimes flying can be a problem. Ah. And now the person is gone. It's like the head exploded. But it kind of looks like a balaclava mask where the sun is gonna come out. But yeah, I did play the GTA 2, like top-down perspective, or was it GTA 1? I don't even know. But yeah, I played like 1 and 2, or at least 2 and 3. That was the shit. And then 3 and 4, my friend played, and I kind of watched or whatever. I think there's some albatross also. It's like they're like just much bigger seagulls. Or maybe it's just another type of bigger seagull. I think that person that I thought was sitting on the bench is just like a red box behind on the building. But I'm still not 100% sure. But yeah, I'm pretty positive there's actually nobody. Oh, my ass hurts. And the bit connection, bitrate went down somehow. And yeah, when I checked the Epic Game Store, I have like so many good games on there. It's crazy also. Mostly from the free stuff. I think I never bought one on there, but so much to play, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Well, back in the day, we had like 4 games and we played them all the time. Now I have 400 games and I never played them. Like I started Death Stranding, for example, also, but I didn't finish it. And what else? And yeah, I kind of regret now not logging in earlier because I probably missed out on even more good games. But yeah, it is still just like the collecting and then not playing kind of. But yeah, there's some few other good ones that are now kind of oldish already, but I feel like they would still hold up. And they would work on my computer. And I tried to look for co-op games, but yeah, it seems like it's not even in this description or whatever, or you cannot filter for co-op. Yeah. I might suck at it though. Damn, one cloud looks like a rocket. It's like a huge long rocket right there. Man, if the clouds were this when it was pink, I think it would have been insane. Oh no, the seagulls, they are planning something. I guess they just scout quickly, but one of them is still not giving up. I can see you, bro. It's definitely eyeing my chicks, dude. Oh my god. Like they're thinking about it also, stealing it from your back, you know, when you're not looking or something. But now I put it between my legs again and they gave up immediately. god, it looks like there's 3 eyes. Kinda creepy. And a flaming mouth. Seeing all my cigarettes that I just smoked already in a pile. It's kind of embarrassing. Yeah, I'm gonna hide them somewhere. I remember as a kid, sometimes I would find like piles of cigarettes, and then we would go like, "Ah, that's one of these so-called chain smokers. How could he?" Recently, I talked to somebody also about the whole smoking thing, and that my parents used to smoke in the car, and everybody smoked everywhere anyway. And then they said, "Yeah, so you have been kind of conditioned also." And I kind of know it, you know what I mean? But when you hear it again and somebody else saying, it is kind of true also. And yeah, it just sucks. And yeah, even the passive smoke can have like effects like stunt your growth and this and that. And as well as making you addicted, of course, too. And I always kind of, or at least after a while, I kind of like the smell also. Especially when they were like freshly lit. That's like when the passive smoke kind of smells good also. And I'm glad they don't do it like this anymore. But sometimes it still feels weird, like that I care so much about the young people, but nobody cared about me in that moment. Bit sad. And you know, you can say, "Oh, they didn't know" or whatever, but partially they also just didn't care also. And you can care too much as a parent, but you can definitely care also too little. And I get it that it's like exhausting and whatnot. After a while, you have to find a good middle ground, but yeah. And I remember also my grandfather also, he did smoke too, but very little, and he always hid it also. He never smoked in front of us. He always did only when we couldn't see it and whatnot. And I only found like out one time finding his cigarettes or whatever. But yeah, that was just one of two. And the other one, he smoked like pipe. And pipe smoke also smells like kind of nice. But it's potentially a little bit more harmless. I don't even know. Since you kind of like don't inhale it. But yeah, it goes in a similar direction. But usually pipe smokers are not like chain smokers, so to speak. Well, there's a heron flying very high up. Oh, I can't get him, I think. And he's gone. GG. Well, the government worker is there. I wonder if the guy's still sleeping. And if he's gonna do something about it. Fight him. But I really don't know if he's still there at all. And yeah, that government worker, if it's the same one, then maybe I even know him. And he's like in the singing band or whatever also. The village musician. Type 1 in the chat if you think somebody has broken my house while we were here. Type 2 if not. Also, type 1 in the chat if you think life is great and every day you wake up happy to have another day on this planet. Type 2 if every day is the fucking same and you're fucking depressed and you just try to kill the time and nothing makes sense. And there's a spooky smiley face. And look, over there is like Trump. Or just some other face. But definitely kind of looks like a face. Where's my finger? Here. My finger too big. Looks like Chucky, the murder puppet. 3. Nice. No, I locked it. I locked it. But I felt I heard some weird noises and somehow the light, the movement light or whatever it's called, the light that goes on when there's movement, it kind of didn't work. While earlier it worked. And yeah, there was this creepy music outside, and there was this weird bicycler also that we saw when we came here. That might be that one shady guy that I kind of know. That potentially is like drug addicted and needs money. But yeah, not much to get in my home anyway. But still. I left the windows open, but yeah, the windows are like in the second floor. Although now that's kind of like a leak. Kind of leaked, but yeah. I still feel like nobody would be able to climb up there or actually do it. I have windows leaked. One of the swans came here, but where's the other one? I guess they split up. I mean, I think at this point the sun would be up already, but it's just still behind the cloud. I mean, yeah, it's probably time to go, but man, it's kind of nice also. Just a few more minutes. McDonald's used to have ashtrays on the table. Yeah, these aluminium ones, or at least that's the one we had. You could really use them well for like throwing, kind of like a tiny frisbee. And many people would like steal them. There was so much free stuff like everywhere, but nowadays you don't get any free stuff anymore. Because everybody stole it. And yeah, I think I told that story a few times. Fire in the Dragon's Mouth. Somehow I missed that chat message. I don't know how. Weird. But yeah, like there was like tiny ashtrays in the airplane also. And you could smoke in the airplane. Those were the days. I was like under 80, but I already smoked in the airplane. And what else? Yeah, and in the train also you could smoke, and it would smell a lot like weed many times. It's fucking smoking. Like one compartment of the train would be like a smoking compartment. It was pretty wild compared to now. It looks kind of like a giant whale. A bit. Smoking in the hospital, really? Oh, I never experienced that one. In the hospital, I had to go outside. I once climbed out of the window to go smoke outside in the hotel, in the hospital. That was kind of dumb also. And I definitely smoked in hotel rooms also, where you technically weren't allowed to do it, but yeah, people do it for sure. They're super hyped on chips again. And there is actually 2 ravens over there, no 3 even. So maybe there was some raven noises in between as well. It's funny how seagulls, they can be like, somehow they can, it can sound nice or give you like a nice atmosphere, but after a while they're really getting annoying. This one has better hygiene than me. Okay, I'm gonna leave. Where's the cable? Enjoy the leftovers, you fucking seagull losers. Hello. I feel like now you can definitely tell that I have 30 FPS. I will have to check if it actually makes a difference or not, but I feel like I kind of doubt it. But yeah, when we have the the new iPhone in September or October or something. It's gonna be amazing, or slightly better at least. Z&M, or maybe they wanted to write come. They love come. Maybe should make a U. Christina and Martin, or Christian and Melania, or Monica, or Cock and Mole. Antenna activated. Oh, I'm receiving a signal. People, people, people. Damn it, dude. Lens flare. Sun-kissed. Are they going in? No, they're not even going in yet for the leftover chips. It's too bright, can't see. I knew I should have brought the sunglasses. The golden. Golden eye, I see your reflection. Let's go this path where the beaver lives. Although the beach is kind of nice also to walk on. But you gotta decide, beach or beaver. But yeah, it's probably not gonna be there again, right? That'd be crazy. And I realized I think I could change the frame rate fast enough before the stream breaks. Because there's like this 2-minute window where it just shows disconnected, but it doesn't really break. But yeah. Just for this short walk, it kind of doesn't make sense. I am tempted though to do cooking stream at home, although a little bit less now than earlier. Yeah, he tolerated me well, but he was like really jumpy also. Like as soon as I moved, like he was wanted to run away. But he was overall kind of calm. Oh no, there's the buck. He's struggling. I turn you around, Mr. Buck, sir. But yeah, he's probably fucked. He lost the legs and everything. There you go. But yeah, I think you're probably done also. Maybe they die after mating also. Do you still have fight in you left? Any fight left in you? Not really, huh? Oh yeah, he's still fighter. Get that branch. Oh man. But yeah, he lost at least 2 legs. And the ants are probably gonna get him. But yeah, last time I saw there's fucking a lot of you guys, so it's probably fine. I always felt they were like so super rare, and they might be in some places, but here we saw like really many of them. I'm not sure if you were there at that moment, but there was fucking hundreds of them. They were like mating and fighting to mate and stuff. I could have put him out of his misery, but yeah. Sometimes it's better not to influence. It is slightly wet. So it did pass not too long ago. Is he down there? Hello? Hello, hello? No? And he took the branch. Probably. Or maybe somebody else did, but it was probably him, right? The branch that we put there, the second one. I kinda expected a thank you note or something. But no, you missed it. It's there somewhere in the box. Probably like, I don't know. I would guess like 2 weeks, but sometimes my time memory is not the best also. But yeah, I should definitely really make some highlight video with all the animals and bucks and whatnot. A nature highlight video. But yeah, it was crazy. They're like flying around this and that, and then on the floor they were like fighting, like 3 males, and 1 female was like under them and whatnot. That's crazy. And one time, like one of them flew by. Looked kind of cool also. And yeah, here we saw like an injured raven. I think you were there for that one, I don't know. Somebody removed a stone from there, or I don't know. Weird. Damn, this river brings the cold air down from the mountain. It feels like 5 degrees colder just standing next to it. Mahatma. Mahatma Glück, Mahatma Pech, Mahatma Gandhi. Yeah, going home kinda sucks after all this nature beauty. Makes you really wish that you would live in a hut, like somewhere on a lake like that, like nobody around or whatever. But still having a computer with internet, of course. Which now it's more possible than ever before, with like Starlink, or sometimes you don't even need that. It would be really nice if now some age like that would start, where everybody would separate, everybody would go out in their own corner of the world, live by themselves, instead of all these fucking houses close by to each other. And the frame rate sucks. 30 FPS. It's shit. Oh, there's a cat. Meow, meow. It was definitely looking. But yeah, I'm not gonna go that way. Some guy packing up a tent. I wonder where the day slept. And he didn't check if the guy's still there, laying there, but I assume not. You can zoom in though to see. It's kind of too bright. I think there's nobody there anymore. Or maybe it's that guy. Ah, well.
That was kind of nice, yeah. Could be a 1-second clip in my nature video, so. That I'm totally gonna make. There's an old lady doing the early morning gardening. Or maybe she escaped the facility. Orga. Orga. It's actually 3 of them. 3 zombies, but they were cute and they greeted and stuff. Old people are so cute sometimes, especially the gardening ones. And she was wearing like her old summer dress. And then they're gonna zombie kiss later. And there was some wet paws, I guess, maybe. But yeah, when you said the zombie thing, it kind of reminded me of that movie. Zombie grandmas, kind of scary. They also regain their vitality and stuff. And look at these berries, dude. Oh my god. Oh, they're actually not ripe yet. I thought they are like the pink ones died, but they are the purple ones. They're just not ready yet. These garden here, they're like a good mix of like being slightly wild still, but also like have some nice order to them as well. But I don't like when they're too orderly. I like when they're wild, but yeah, like this is a good compromise. Some crazy wood. Crazy roots. It's a zombie root. And over here we have a classic hippie bus with a few bullet holes. And the mantra, it's ready. Omni Shiva, my dudes. And I hear like this giant bug come out of the ground. And we have some kids' drawings. That's a rat. A ratte. The otter. And some other stuff. And the old butcher lady is out also. Life begins. Week. Hello, Alice. I don't think she does. She's cool.
Although jogging is okay, I guess. It's not too bad. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end now. Gonna end the stream. Goodbye. See you maybe at home, but maybe not also. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, Nuvik. Bye, baby. Bye, Gecko. Bye.